Mossega, and it's cool for Seamus Callan, Farad the hot slap and chin.
Oh, very good horse in here to Shane McGrath. That's a post of golf on the talon, but oh, dear, come on, scoring to Shane McGrath.
Having won minor titles in 2006 and 2007 and having had impressive under-21 campaigns over the past couple of years, experience of the big day won't be an issue for them.
Well, I guess, I don't know, will a 21 final probably will be a completely different scene than 82,000 people above in Croke Park. But I think every time you play in a big match, whether it's minor or 21, there's an experience to be gained from it. And for this group of players, I'm just delighted to see them back in our final. I think they were all really, really disappointed last year when we fell at the semi-final stage. So we were anxious to put that right. And as I said, there's nowhere else you want to be in the 3 weeks other than the lead up to an All-Ireland final. As I said, it's really the place to be.
Beating Limerick by such a huge margin in Croke Park in the All-Ireland semi-final must give you quite a boost heading into this All-Ireland final. Yeah,
well, I think a victory in Croke Park was important. I did feel sorry for Limerick. It just didn't happen for them on the day, and as sports people, that's a horrible feeling. But from our point of view, it was important to get a victory. We hadn't won there in a number of years. Obviously, it's been 8 years since we qualified for an All-Ireland final. So, from that point of view, just compliment the lads. All of their hard work. They worked really, really hard, and they worked really hard after the Munster final to try and make sure that we would qualify for the final. So, I'm delighted they got the reward.
Would a repeat performance be enough to dethrone Kilkenny?
No, definitely we'll have to play to a level that we haven't played to yet this year. But I would say that we're improving all the time. I think we have been probably criticised, but I would say that there's an awful lot of positives that we can take into this All-Ireland final. And as I said, we'll just be anxious that we bring our performance with us on the 6th of September and see what happens.
Gotchita shot Callanan, shot Barrow, shot Braub, the score Hugel on the heave Clay, Shin score, eat of Puggy Callanan.
Younger lads came in at the start of the year and have really shaken things up a bit, and they brought new enthusiasm to the whole setup. And yeah, definitely, I suppose the likes of Noel McGrath there, and Pádraig Maher and Brendan Maher have been a real find. Kilkenny are the benchmark for every team. They have been for the last 3 or 4 years, and I think they have set the standard that everybody needs to catch up to, whether they have been tested but they haven't been defeated or whatever. So they're definitely the benchmark, and we know that we need the youth performers to get near that.